The Kraft Music Hall, starring Nelson Eddy with the glamorous Metropolitan Opera star Dorothy Kirsten and our conductor-pianist Robert Armbruster and his orchestra. I'm Ken Carpenter, speaking for Kraft. And here's a suggestion from Kraft to every homemaker. First of all, for you thrifty homemakers, a good idea on how to make your food money go further. At least once or twice a week, serve a main dish that's rich in golden cheese goodness. Now, cheese prices have gone down, and golden cheese is a protein food, a satisfying main dish food. Actually, ounce for ounce, there's no other basic food that matches cheese for high-quality, complete protein, for calcium, phosphorus, and other nutrients from milk. So tomorrow, get smooth-melting Kraft American pasteurized processed cheese or Old English brand, or get Kraft's famous cheese food, Velveeta. All three are grand for casserole dishes or for cheese sauce combinations. Cut food costs by serving cheese main dishes often. And here with a song from through the years is Nelson Eddy.
Bells are pealing, hearts beat madly, earth flows ceiling, smiles down gladly. Lo, we sing goodwill. I'm your friend, now you're my brother. Hate will end, now love each other. Love, love, bliss and kiss. Drums in my heart, I hear the drums roll. Deep in my heart, beating with joy. Cymbals I hear, way down in my soul. Reaching my ear, crashing with joy. Hail a new day, welcome a bright sky. Humbly I pray, happy am I. Drums in my heart, striking a new chord. Drums in my heart, thank the Lord. Deep in my heart, beating with joy. Reaching my ear, crashing with joy. Hail a new day, welcome a bright sky. Humbly I pray, happy am I. Drums in my heart, striking a new chord. Drums in my heart, thank the Lord.
Thank you, and good evening, everybody. My heart is drumming a little harder than usual tonight, for this is our last get-together. Next week, Al Jolson takes over the old Kraft Music Hall.
Yes, Nelson, the thought of it. You and Dorothy and Bobby, all the old gang gone. I can't stand it. Each September, when the leaves begin to fade and fall, this parting of the ways. You don't know what it does to me, Nelson. I can't stand it, do you hear me? I can't go through with it.
Ken, this is the Kraft Music Hall, not Portia Face's life.
Yes, I must be brave.
With Al around, you won't even know I've gone, Ken. Instead of stout-hearted man, you'll be getting stout-hearted mammy.
You know, I don't see how Al does it. Starting his radio program next week and a new picture at the same time, where does he get the energy?
Oh, it's not too bad, Dorothy. He's worked out a wonderful system to save his energy in pictures.
What's that?
Well, Larry Parks does the acting, and Jolson sits around. Then, when Jolson sings, Larry Parks.
Why don't you work something out like that, Nelson? You could get someone to play your life story.
Yeah. I wonder who could play it, though. Larry Parks plays Jolson. There's a little age difference between Al and Larry.
Well, you could have the same age difference.
Well, then I've got it. The Eddie Story, starring Butch Jenkins.
With Margaret O'Brien as Jeanette MacDonald.
Say, when you mention Jeanette's name, Ken, please do so with bowed head. We haven't forgotten how wonderful she was to help us out last week.
It was an awfully nice gesture. You know, I heard the program in the hospital.
Well, Dorothy, we're all very glad you're not in the hospital to hear this one. Bobby, if you have Dorothy's arrangement of columbets already, suppose we make up for lost time. This is the story of a clown who serenades his lady with a mandolin, while she keeps him outside in the cold with his teeth chattering and mimics him.
La bella colombetta al caldo si riposa, ma vuol far un tantin la ritrosa, al balcone mostra chi non va, rimane la cornetta, dietro al balcone apposa, ascoltando la voce amorosa, d'Arlecchino l'amante fedele, e di fuori dal vento, e di grazie vuole entrare, e ripete dolcemente la così consoletta, Colombetta, Colombetta, apri l'uscio, non farmi penare, del balcone voleva il vino, apre il morte, non qui gelo, Colombetta, Colombetta, Arlecchino non glielo implicò, che poi non canta più, povero Arlecchino, gelato e forse no, Arlecchino, sei vivo, vieni qua, vieni poveretto, amante mio fedele, Colombetta troppo crudele, di lasciarti là fuori gelare, anneranno loro amore, Colombetta ed Arlecchino, e allora te vicino, ti dirò Carlo Arlecchino, Colombetta, Carlo Arlecchino, baciami, dica, dammi vicino, baciami, dica, baciami, baciami, pizzica, baci, pizzica, baci, vi pizzica, dammi vicino. Oh, Arlecchino!
Very trilly little thing, Dorothy.
You bet. And, Dorothy, when you sing La Traviata with the San Francisco Opera Company here in Los Angeles, October 22nd, I want you to know that Nelson and I will be there for every performance.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'll be counting on you.
We'll be counting on you, too.
For a good performance?
For passes.
Well, you're in for a busy winter, Dorothy, heading back to the Met and concerts. What are you going to do for recreation?
Oh, a little skiing and skating. What do you do for the winter sports, Nelson?
I mush through frozen daiquiris.
You mush through, Ken?
You want to try me, Toots?
Oh, no, thank you. But to get back to the subject...
Oh, let's stay here and mush. Come on.
I suppose you'll be busy as usual this winter, Nelson.
All the usual concert tours, radio now and then, and, well, if things ever get slack, I can always keep busy in the kitchen trying out all those shortening bread recipes ones I offered a prize for this summer.
Oh, yes, as a prize for the best recipe you promised not to sing shortening bread.
Yeah, but with radio shows giving refrigerators away right and left, I made it something more worthwhile.
You mean there's actually something more worthwhile than your not singing shortening bread?
Besides, I want to sing shortening bread. This is my last chance.
No, you don't,
Oh,
Nelson.
Ken.
No, the original terms of the contest were that you were not to sing shortening bread.
Not even a small slice?
Not even a small slice.
Huh. Well, then, Bob, looks like we'll have to make it something else. I trust Ken won't raise any objection to when I have sung my songs.
All right.
When I have sung my songs to you, I'll sing no more. worked so hard to hold a dream. Just you and I could not share them all again. I'd rather die with just the thought that I had loved so well, so true, that I could never sing again, that I could never sing again, except
Homemakers, one good way to stretch your food shopping dollars is to use up all of the leftovers. Another smart way is to cook with thrifty cheese often. So, ladies, here's a main dish recipe that combines both money-saving tricks. It's for leftover ham or chicken or fish or vegetables, glamorized in a rich golden cheese sauce. And you make that delicious sauce the easy way with Kraft's smooth-melting cheese food, Velveeta. Just melt a half pound of golden Velveeta in the top of a double boiler. Then stir in 1/4 cup of milk. As easy as that, you have the glorious sauce to give flavor, goodness, and fine food value to whatever leftover you want to add. Remember, that Velveeta sauce puts in high-quality, complete protein, the kind of protein you expect in a good main dish. Of course, you'll want delicious Velveeta for sandwiches, too. So it's smart to get the 2-pound Velveeta loaf when you buy. The price of Velveeta has come down. So remember, tomorrow when you're shopping, one of your best buys at the food store is Kraft's nutritious cheese food, Velveeta.
A few weeks ago, Robert Armbruster played the second movement of Ravel's Sonatine. A lot of music lovers wanted to know what happened to the rest of it. So tonight, Bob offers us the first movement. Bob? Hey, with Oscar Levant returning next week, we're going to miss you.
I'm going to miss me, too. Last night when I realized the summer was over, I felt so upset that I had one rye after another.
Bob, you didn't.
Yes, I must have put away 3 loaves.
Well, Bob, as a gesture of my appreciation for your wonderful work at the piano and conducting, I'd like to do something for you.
Really?
Yes, I'd like to sing Shortening Bread.
No, you don't.
Ken.
No, you don't.
Well, Ken, not even a little crumb?
Not even a little crumb.
Now, Nelson, why don't you sing something that'll not only please Bobby, but all your fans? Something like Rosemary.
Never heard of it.
Are you kidding?
I certainly am.
Oh, Rosemary, I love you. I'm always dreaming of you. No matter what I do, I can't forget you. Sometimes I wish that I had never met you. And yet, if I should lose you, would mean my very life to me. Of all the queens that ever lived, I'd choose you to rule me, my
Nelson, I'll never forget you singing that song in your Royal Canadian Mounted Police uniform, your voice echoing through the forests and over the mountains.
I bet they love you up there in the wilds of Canada.
Yeah. In fact, I'm still getting mail from a moose and 2 elk.
You get so much mail, Nels, I'm surprised you never got your face painted on a pillow.
You mean they paint singers' faces on pillows?
Why, certainly, Dorothy. Haven't you ever heard of a Sinatra swoon pillow? What an idea. A singer's face on a pillow.
Well, I've heard of people who prefer a different idea.
What's that?
A pillow on a singer's face.
Oh.
Now we're back to shortening bread.
Anything but that. No. Dorothy, don't you have something to throw into the breach?
How about my romance?
Oh, that should be cozy. Tell us all.
My romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky. My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon standing by. No mamba may, no twinkling stars, no hideaway, no soft guitar. My romance doesn't need a castle rising in Spain, nor a dance to a constantly surprising refrain. Wide awake, I can make my most fantastic dreams come true. My romance doesn't need a thing but you.
Oh, Dorothy, dotty girl, that's enough to make Philadelphia cream cheese melt in its tinfoil.
Well, look who sang it, Ken. You'll have to go a long way to find a girl who can match Dorothy.
Boys, fellas, men, girls. Please. You sound as if there's a sudden scarcity of women. Girls grow on trees.
Gee, in all these years I've been raising rose bushes.
Well, I know one thing, Dorothy. I know one thing. There are very few women with your aesthetic capacities. I mean, well, ability to appreciate true artistic beauty. And that's why, as a farewell gesture, I'd like to sing a simple yet hauntingly beautiful French ballad that seems especially appropriate just for you.
Oh, Nelson, this is very touching. Is it a classic?
Yes, it's an art song that I think contains many of the poignant qualities of the Berceuse from Jocelyn. It's called Raccourcissement du Pain.
Look at my mirror, look at the heart. Why, lass, que je chantais seulement le raccourcissement du pain. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening.
Wait now. Nelson, that's shortening bread.
It ain't nature, boy.
Else you can't do this.
Ken, what do you do with cheese?
Well, for one thing, you make sandwiches.
And what do you use to make sandwiches?
Bread.
All right, then. You wouldn't want to ruin Mr. Kraft's business, would you?
Well,
I'm
no.
singing a song about bread.
Oh, all right.
Put on the skillet, put on the lid. Mammy's going to bake a little shortening bread. That ain't all she's going to do. Mammy's going to make a little coffee, too. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. Three little children lying in bed, who was sick and almost dead. Sent for the doctor said, feed those children on shortening bread. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. I slip to the kitchen, slip up the lid, slip my pockets full of shortening bread. Stole the skillet, stole the lead, stole the gal to make shortening bread. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. They caught me with the skillet, caught me with the lead, caught me with the gal making shortening bread. Paid $6 for the skillet, paid $6 for the lead. Spent 6 months in jail eating shortening bread. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread.
When you go food shopping these days, you're always on the hunt for bargains. Well, here is a bargain. It's Kraft's famous cheese food, Velveeta. Now, the price of Velveeta has come down, and Velveeta is a splendid bargain in nutrition as well. Whenever you spread or slice golden Velveeta for sandwiches, whenever you melt it for a hot main dish, you're giving the family high-quality complete protein plus other very important nutrients from milk. So these days, use delicious Velveeta extra often in main dishes as well as snacks. Tomorrow at the food store, get several of the half-pound packages or the handy 2-pound Velveeta loaf. Really smart shoppers insist on genuine Velveeta, the nutritious cheese food that always melts to perfection.
Well, Dorothy, it won't be long before the summer's just a memory.
But what a wonderful memory. Now that it's all over for a while, I'm going to miss you.
Well, Dorothy, I feel the same way. But you just don't want to think of it like that. Chin up and all that sort of thing.
Yes, in fact, I wrote a poem about just the way we should feel.
Oh, fine, Bob. How's it go?
If we can laugh when summer's o'er and Jolson goes back on the air, if we can smile at the dough we're missing and never have a care, if we can be glad we're not sharing the air with Truman, Wallace, and Dewey, and grin when we say goodbye to Kirsten,
Yeah?
brother, we must be screwy.
Well, Bob, that's certainly one way of summing up. Dorothy is our way of saying goodbye to each other. Shall we join in one last duet?
I'd love to, Nelson.
Love is so sweet in the springtime when blossoms are fragrant in May.
No years that are coming can bring time to make me forget, dear, this day.
I love you in life's gray December.
The same as I love you today. My heart ever young will remember the thrill it knew.
That day in May. Sweetheart, 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 will you love me ever?
Will you remember the day when we were happy in May, my dearest one? Sweetheart, 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 both us made heaven. Life has remember, I will remember. Springtime,
Well, after that, friends, there's only one thing left to say. My sincere thanks to all of you who joined us each Thursday for this weekly musical get-together, and the people behind the scenes who made it possible, especially Bill Wilgus and Ed Helwig. Next week, Al Jolson, Oscar Levant, and Lou Bring and his orchestra will be taking over old KMH with Judy Garland as their guest for the occasion. And I'm sure you'll want to be on hand to welcome them back. And to Dorothy, Ken, Bob, everybody, goodbye for a while.
Bye, Nelson.
Goodbye.
Be sure to stay tuned to Dorothy Lamour and her guests on the new Seal Test Variety Show, which follows immediately over most of these stations.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.